Happy St. Patrick's Day and welcome into 5 on your Sideline. I am Corey Miller and we've reached the end of the high school basketball season. But before we wave goodbye, we do have some Final Fours to spotlight, so let's get right into it. Vashon is no stranger to the spotlight of the Final Four. The boys have won 3 in a row and 13 overall coming into this year. And the girls, well, they were just in the title game 2 years ago. This season they pushed each other and we're both looking to return from Springfield with some hardware.
I mean, they've laid the foundation and the blueprint. If you look back at the history of what they've done and now what Tony's done here in the last 7 years, it's just a true blueprint of what you should and shouldn't do, and it's hard not to follow it.
You know, they're chasing history. You know, they're trying to win the first state championship in the Vashon girls basketball history, so that's good. And, you know, they had an opportunity to go to the Final Four with us 2 years ago, so, you know, just for us, it's like a big family. So for us to be able to go and support them, for them to support us is big.
All right, there is that man, Tony Irons, trying to give Vashon boys their 14th title, Class 4A championship game against Central Park Hills. And the Wolverines roll. There's Kennard Davis. That's good from 3. Deere Hill Jr., he gets the fast break finish. And Vashon wins 64-37. It is Tony Irons' 6th title as head coach, all since 2016, and 4 in a row. He's now just 1 title behind his legendary dad's total at Vashon. Now the girls' turn. They were looking for their first ever state title, as you just heard, facing Benton. This was a classic. Vashon trailed. They trailed big with a few minutes left, but this layup tied it at 59. We go to overtime. Benton trailing with time winding down in overtime. They sink the 3. We go to double overtime where some late free throws would clinch it. Raven Jones and Janila Bush had 24 points each, and the Wolverines bring home their first girls' hoops title, 79-77 in double overtime. How about Ladue? The Rams have never won a boys' state title in hoops. They faced Jeff City in the Class 5 semis today. Ladue got out to an early lead and they never looked back. Look at these triples they got to fall. Sam Goldner and Jackson Freeman were firing. And Ladue is moving on to play for the Class 5 title tomorrow after a 69-56 win over Jeff City. They will play the winner of this game, Cardinal Ritter and Pembroke Hill. Look at this score. Ritter down 8 to start the 4th quarter. Let the comeback commence. Nashawn Davis was huge late in this one. Driving finishes, 3s from the corner, and Ritter made their high-pressure free throws as well. The Lions pull off the comeback. They win 58-54 to face Ladue for the Class 5 crown tomorrow. Well, a decade ago, Lutheran St. Charles won a girls' state title. Now they're back. They took on the Zizzers of West Plains in the Class 5 semis. Cougars were on fire tonight. Jordan Spicer, she's money from 3. Kyrie Franklin's going to finish this fast break. And Lutheran St. Charles wins big, 71-50. They advance to the Class 5 finals tomorrow. Mighty Incarnate Word seeking their 99th straight win facing Raytown in the Class 6 semis. Peyton Olafson gets that one to rattle home. That's good for the triple. Second half, it's already out of hand. Navia Caffey hits the back cut, hits the finish. Incarnate wins another blowout, 67-29. They will play for their 100th straight win and 6th straight state title tomorrow. Well, the Troy Buchanan Trojans are down in Springfield this weekend after knocking off Chaminade last week. It's been a while for Troy since they've been in this spot, 12 years to be exact. Some seniors on this team remember that 2011 squad, and this town is all in for 2023.
I looked up all those guys. They're all like heroes to me. So now that I'm in their shoes, it's pretty cool.
Just even after our win in the Elite 8 game, police escorted us back. It was cool, and the football field was lit up in purple. It's been off the charts. I always say it's a huge school in a small town, and that's the best of both worlds.
Trojans had a tough task against Kickapoo in the Class 6 semis today. Nice drive, nice finish from Andrew Moore coming up off the glass. That's good. This is a low-scoring game. Troy trying to stay close. Charlie Nett finishes this one off. But Kickapoo is really, really good every year. They beat Troy 53-33, so the Trojans will play for 3rd place tomorrow. Here's another team back at the Final Four for the first time in a while, the Eureka Girls. Coach Alsop won it all for the Wildcats back in 2000, and he wants this group to experience what it's like to play in that championship atmosphere.
Well, of course, it's cool, it's fun, but really, I've been there, done that before, got the T-shirt. I wanted them to really have this experience.
Yeah.
I really wanted these players. They get along so great. They work so well together. They actually care about each other. Sometimes you have groups of girls that get a little catty, pun intended. But yeah, they love and care about each other. I really wanted them to have this experience. They deserved it.
Well, the Wildcats had Columbia Rockbridge to get past in the Class 6 semis tonight. Started out well. Natalie Hardy finishes the fast break lay-in. Wildcats up 3 at the half. Rockbridge got back into it, though. Eureka had to play catch-up in the second half. Great play from Mason Smith and one, but the Bruins from Columbia were unstoppable late. They end up winning 50-33. Eureka plays for third place tomorrow. Now here's something I guarantee you didn't bet on at the beginning of the college hoops season. Mizzou is taking on Princeton for a trip to the Sweet 16. Dennis Gates and company took care of business yesterday against Utah State for the program's first win in the tournament since 2010. But they're not done yet, and they are not overlooking 15-seed Princeton in round 2 tomorrow.
Definitely is big. I think they said the last win we had in the NCAA tournament was 2010. So that's 13 years ago. So that's, it's big for us and it's big for our fans. They've been talking about it all year. They came and gave us a big send-off when we left the arena. So this is for them, and if they're watching, this is for y'all.
Hey, can't say it's that long anymore. It's 0 now, so we're gonna keep it running.
It's simple. You're not in this tournament if you're not a great team. And they have done a great job in the Ivy League. We don't look at seeding. We don't look at anything with a number before or after the name of the institution. They earn their right.
Mizzou is not the only Missouri team in action in the NCAA tournament tomorrow. The SLU women will make their tournament debut against Tennessee at noon on ABC. The A-10 champs will have a tough test against a legendary program like the Vols, but they're ready for it.
We read everything that Pat Summitt's ever written or probably been written about her, watched every video I could get my hands on. So it's just such an honor to go and compete there, and really excited for our women to go show our brand of basketball in front of people who deeply care about it.
From Jupiter to DC, it was a good day for our STL professional teams. I'll tell you all about it coming up next. These days, I'm here for any excitement the Blues are dishing out. Jordan Binnington wants to fight an entire roster? Sure, bring it on. The NHL didn't see it that way, though, with Binnington suspended for 2 games. So the Blues brought up this guy, prospect Joel Hofer. He and the Note took on the Caps tonight in D.C. How good has Sammy Blais been in his homecoming in St. Louis? Here's his first goal tonight. And coming up, here's his second. Or is it? Nobody knows. Where's the puck? Well, it got stuck up by the water bottle holder. That's a good goal. That's 6 now since Blais has been back. Hofer was great. He stopped 32 of 34 shots. And the Blues win tonight, 5-2. Cardinals and Marlins today in Jupiter. It was a laugher. Cards won 16-2. We've seen Mason Wynn's arm and power, but how about his wheels? Bases clearing triple right there. Wilson Contreras, he is ready for the season. 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs today. And coming up, here's your regularly scheduled Jordan Walker highlight. A 116-mile-per-hour bullet down the line for a double. Back to Contreras. We're about to finally see his intense style of play at Busch Stadium wearing Cardinal red. Here's how he described his desire to win and go to war with his teammates if he has to.
Can I say this? When I go out there with my team, I'm looking to kill somebody, right? So I'm kill for my team. If we want to work, we're going to work together. Or if we want to fight together, win and lose together. So I don't really care if the other team likes me or not, because I'm trying to win a game now, right? So that's how my mindset is. I mean, when I play with the age, that's what I mean.
City SC is back in town tomorrow. It'll be a chilly one, but the supporters will be out, and the team can't wait to see them again.
This 5 on Your Side St. Louis City SC coverage is sponsored by Together Credit Union.
Well, the City SC story isn't just the talk of St. Louis, it's the talk of the entire MLS. City has won its first 3 games and sits on top of the Western Conference. Nobody saw this coming, and now nobody wants it to end. City will look to extend the streak tomorrow night against San Jose. It'll be a chilly one, but you know that won't keep the supporters away. The home opener set the bar, and the players know they'll be feeding off that home crowd energy at City Park.
When you walk out and you kind of see the stadium filling up, and then you go back in for a moment, and then you come out. Obviously, I was a sub, which was made it maybe a little even better for me. But you walk out and you see everybody, and it was honestly, it was beautiful.
And then we walked around the field, you know, celebrating with the fans, clapping, and everybody was still there. Everybody was still screaming.
We've just got some good teams around here lately, don't we? The Battlehawks will be looking to move to 4-1 with DC coming to town tomorrow. The dome opener was a celebration, but the team wants that to be the norm, and Coach Beck wants to get some big names back in town to join the party.
We'd love to get a lot of our former players, different sports out here. I want to get, you know, Big O, Steven Jackson, Kurt Warner, Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce. I want all those guys to come back to town. So if they're looking for wins, the only way they're going to do it is if we keep winning, then that's what it is, and we'll have to keep doing that. But, yeah, it's exciting. You know, anytime you can win a game at home, the first one, it's special.
Fun times in St. Louis sports. That'll do it for 5 on Your Sideline tonight. I'm Corey Miller. Have a great night, St. Louis.
Play just over 3 minutes in this one. Corner 3, good! What a shot! Williams, I mentioned, going to be softball.